Hey, do you know about the Red Planet?
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
All right, what do you know about Red Planet? Well, I'm going to tell you. First, let me switch hats. Very natural, very unrehearsed. I'm MC Too Tall. I'm a well-respected ambassador of the New York City nightlife scene, particularly in the goth and underground hip-hop communities. And I hosted a night on Tuesdays called Red Planet at Lit Lounge. It didn't get its start at Lit Lounge. It originally started in 2014 at Sidelines Bar with DJ Ian Ford. It was one night, didn't do well because apparently the bar that I chose, unbeknownst to me, had a reputation for being rather rowdy and dangerous because one of the owners would often brawl with the paying customers, a female at that. But anyway, fast forward to the summer of late spring of 2015. 3 DJs spinning on the first floor of Lit Lounge. They also had a basement, but they were spinning on the first floor, the ground level. And these DJs were spinning like superheroes, let me tell you. And they even had superhero names like Rumble Filthskin, Speed Baser, and Ilson the Immortal. And my good friend Jeremiah was bartending. And they wanted to call the night Time Warp Tuesdays. I said, let's call it Red Planet Tuesdays. Basically, unbeknownst to them, knowing of the Red Planet that took place at Sidelines, they embraced the name Red Planet, but they wanted me to chop off the Tuesday part. So I did, and we had a weekly party, and there it was, right there and then. I became the promoter and the host, and all they had to do was show up and spin and make their money off the bar ring. And I asked for no money. Whatever was supposed to be cut to me, I just split it up between the 3 DJs. I was just happy to be there and happy to have something that I was promoting draw crowds. And draw crowds this night did. And yes, about half of them were there for the DJs and the music. Half of them were there just to meet MC Too Tall. It's not my ego talking. It's just my recollection of actual facts talking. And that's what happened. And it was a very popular party. Funny thing is, sometimes dominatrixes would come in because they'd have it twisted in their head that they were there on a Wednesday night when they weren't. Tuesday night, there would be a party at that same lit lounge down in the basement called Dungeon X. That would be on Wednesdays each and every week. So we had Red Planet Tuesday, and then my friend Jonathan, the bartender, Jeremiah. Why am I saying Jonathan? My friend Jeremiah at the bar would host and bartend downstairs the following night for Dungeon X. And Dungeon X was a BDSM themed party. Whereas Red Planet was just good vibes and all different types of genres of music. They would play Kaiser, the song Hideaway by Kaiser. Very popular song, often played at Red Planet. And I'm in love with the cocoa. Remember that song? Baking soda, I got baking soda. Baking soda, I got baking soda. And it would be a beautiful night, a beautiful mix of people. We'd get some goths, some ravers that would actually get along. Some people from the club kids era that were actual certified club kids that personally knew Michael Alec and Astro Earl and Suzanne Bosch and those people. A couple of times Astro Earl himself would come in and grace the place. We never got Amanda Laporta come in, though. Suzanne Bosch stopped by briefly, but didn't hang around too long one time. I believe that was like on the second or third week, something like that. And Red Planet, we were doing Red Planet at Lit Lounge after we stopped doing Elevation at Lit Lounge. And as I said, we attracted all different walks of life. It was good vibes. I wanted to relocate Red Planet when Lit Lounge shut down. And Lit Lounge shut down. There were talks of them relocating to Williamsburg. And while those rumors of relocating to Williamsburg were up in the air like that, and they were talking about the relocation, there were some people looking forward to that because they were closer to home, the employees that worked there and stuff. There were at least two of the DJs that would come in from Jersey. So, kind of sucked for them, but they were willing to do it. And then one afternoon, not even in the evening, in the afternoon, a freaking high school teacher brings one of his students there, gets her drunk, takes her into the bathroom, bangs her in the bathroom, and the bar gets shut down because of it. Needless to say, that teacher gets arrested. And the student's name gets outed, which I don't know what that was about, why they had to do that. You know, I think the girl went through enough. But, yeah, the end of Red Planet happened because of the end of Lit Lounge. And, yeah, I did want to relocate the party, take it to either Lucky 13 or Three of Cups, which was still in business at the time. But there were some people that would get pissed off at me because I put out a group message saying that this is what I want to do, and people get so freaking pissed off over these things. And after a while, Rumble Filthkin still talked to me, but he ended up dropping his name, and I just started calling him Jeffrey, his government name. And the other two, I don't know what happened to them. They just stopped talking to me. One of them unfriended me on Facebook, the other blocked me. But I will tell you this. If I started up Red Planet again, if I ever were to do that, I might not attract the same exact people, but that same type of crowd would be lured in. And what I would do is I would have my friend Jeffrey, I would try to, ask him if I could bill him as Rumble Filth Skin again. And I would also ask DJ Ian Ford to do it. As a matter of fact, Ian Ford owns a cafe called Cafe Underground. I might even do it there. But there are some places here in the Gravesend area that I would want to do it out as well. But strategically and business-wise, it would probably be better to do either in Manhattan or Williamsburg. Most likely the Williamsburg area, because Manhattan is trash now. There are all kinds of socio-political garbage going on over there. And a lot of people on the side of that spectrum that I'm opposed to. Okay? A lot of leftist shit going on out there, and that I'm very much against, because it was that mindset, that ideology that attacked me when I was doing stuff that wasn't even political. I was just trying to, draw the best of a niche audience. But, you had people that were haters, that spread rumors that my music sucked and that my parties sucked. And so the people that were previously enjoying my music, and this is what I can't figure why this even happened, because it doesn't make sense to me. People that were previously enjoying my music and my parties suddenly believed the people who said it sucked. So, fuck them all. Wipe the slate clean. Start with a new crowd. Go with the same DJs. Or a mixture of the original DJ with one of the three from the second wave of Red Planet. That's how I would do it, if I was to do it. But I could assure you, it would be a while. I would have to mentally get into it first. And no, I wouldn't be showing up to the party with this hat on, but I think at some point people will see enough pictures of me wearing that hat to come over just to talk shit to me. Suit yourself. You want to pay the cover and do that, you do that, but you don't get your cover charge back. And that's how I would do Red Planet if I was to reboot it again. I think it would do well, but it would have to be done in that manner. So, it was fun talking to you about Red Planet. It was a great party night. It was weekly on a Tuesday, and it did rather well. It did rather well. So unto thee I say, respect God, watch out for the Illuminati, like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall, New York City nightclub and goth scene ambassador. Be good.